home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and themselves. Brett Maher has this one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably... sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. Has this one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken it. Gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Brad, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run left with Pollard. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. Maher able to put this one through, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do, but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right, he's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Demarcus Robinson from 17 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
That's the score. Ravens 7, Cowboys 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Prescott to throw it. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down carry by Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. First down, and it's Pollard again. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Marcus Williams from his safety spot making a nice play. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Prescott now. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Taking it right down Broadway. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 73 yards. And the Ravens take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. On second down, it's Pollard. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 64 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. But he will not get in. The defense stands tall, and they will hold on to their 1-point lead.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
And if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball. Said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Jackson. On target to his man, Likely. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It was Anthony Barr that time who got in there and made the play. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Finding Schultz, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
52 yards on the ground for him so far.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. One last shot for Jackson. Pass complete to Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, it took us until the final play, Chuck, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have belonged all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. Brett Maher has this one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
First carry for James Conner. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They'll fake it to Conner. Now Murray. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. Murray now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Conner. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Cardinals 7, Cowboys 9.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some.
He's got a man, complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Down to about the 23. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. Now back to the ground with Elliott. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Prescott from the gun. Finding Elliott for the catch on the out route. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On 2nd and 10, Murray. Down his man, Robbie Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Murray now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Throwing again, Murray. And his throw here is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. And some space here. Touchdown, Cowboys! So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
They're going to try and run. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
That pass complete to Moore. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Murray to air it out again. A minute 52 to play until halftime. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Murray going to throw. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
From the 27, Murray, throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So give them the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
To Connor on the check down. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
First down, Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Maher is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Takes it at the 7. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Murray a give. This is Counter. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll try to run it. This is Counter. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first. They'll run left with Pollard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This is Connor running right, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Hey. On the counter, it's Connor. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run behind center with Connor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Connor up the middle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And this will be swung out here for Connor. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, a give to Connor. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with counter. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Connor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Connor, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Prater on to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Cardinals 27, Cowboys 19.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off, let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He's going to let it fly. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception,
and the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap.